Rolling right now?
Mhm.
Sweet. That was kind of a candid moment.
So do you feel like, I mean, we met last year.
Yep.
Before that, walk me through kind of how you guys chose your products and for pavers, walls. I mean, you can go into other parts of your business too, but
Yeah, we were all across the board from Belgard to Teco to County. We used some Borgert for a while, RCP. We've been presented it all. We've tried it all,
okay.
right? And for a while, we kind of going back and forth between Teco and County. And over this past year, this relationship and you guys reaching out
Mhm.
and Gertens being a big part of that as well. We really installed a lot of Teco or County this year.
Yeah.
And we've focused on kind of maintaining a good relationship with you guys.
Sure.
So if you have any questions, if we
Absolutely.
have field questions, installation questions, specification questions,
Yeah.
and even the manufacturing of the product,
hmm
which is important. You guys are
Yeah.
right here
Yep.
locally in Roberts, Wisconsin, which
Makes a
helps
big
a ton.
difference.
Right. So if we want to do plant tours, see how it's done,
Yeah.
um, we've really, especially over the last 2 years, we've really had no problems at all with any County products.
Yeah.
Of course, with other products you get, differential, you get a lot of F-flow.
Mhm.
But yeah, County, we really had no issues.
Yeah. And I think everybody's got a really good product. It kind of comes down to, I think you were talking a little bit about it, but like the relationship part of the whole business. Like, if
100%.
there is problems, you can pick up the phone, you can call me, you can call two other guys in the area,
Yep,
and you're supported. And I think that's
exactly.
huge.
It's huge.
So when there's good products everywhere, which one is giving you the most support? I think that's a big deal.
Exactly, especially when we're on a job site like this. Let's
Yeah.
say we need an extra pallet of something.
Mhm.
Of course, we have so many options in this Twin Cities area.
Yeah.
You have Gertens, you have all these spots to be able to pick up County, which helps a ton.
Yeah.
And yeah, the guys actually really enjoy installing it too, especially
Yeah.
this tribute block.
Yeah.
It's an easy to install product.
And that's big for crews.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. And I think that's a big sleeper. So that goes beyond the relationship and it helps when the product's really superior.
Yeah.
And we 100% believe in that.
Yeah. And do you feel like when you started out, whenever that was quite a few years ago now. But
Yeah, it's probably been about 6 years now.
I'm
at least.
sure, I would imagine it was kind of like, it's all fresh, whatever. You're just installing what is in front of you.
Exactly.
And now you've kind of dialed it in, and especially a project like this,
Yes.
like our colors, the block, everything goes really well with this modern house.
Exactly.
Barn dominium. So,
Exactly. And that's what we love about County. You guys have like some of the best colors around. I will
Yeah.
say that, and I'll stand by that.
Yeah.
We love our Majestics. We love our
reflection.
Reflection's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gives us a lot of options to be able to present to our
Sure.
customers, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing with, especially on the sales side, you could come up to a customer and overwhelm them with 8 different books.
Yeah.
But it's just like once you start to dial that in, you really only present 1 or 2 options.
Yeah. Well, and you're the expert at the end of the day. People
Exactly.
are coming to you, they're going to give you a check, but
Yeah.
most people don't know
No.
paver to paver, wall to wall. And I think that makes the sales process, when you're sitting at that table, a lot easier. And
Agreed.
this business is about kind of moving along. And if they have 1 or 2 options and you're like, these are the 2 that I recommend,
Exactly.
oftentimes they're going to go with that. So,
That's a great point, Ryan, because
Yeah.
it's easy to get overwhelmed in this design process.
Yeah.
Especially with all the colors, sizes, styles, all those things. And it's really helped us dial it in with being able to just use,
Yeah.
County or one other.
Yeah.
Right?
well, everybody gets more and more familiar
Exactly.
every project you go along with.
Exactly.
So,
We're going to do a little walkthrough here
Yeah.
of the project. We got a lot of walls here, as Ryan knows.
yeah, last time I was here, it was kind of the start of the project. So I'm excited to see what's going on.
Yeah, so we got all of our rock in, we got our lighting in, a lot of plants.
And was this all kind of a collaboration with the homeowner and you guys, or he had the whole vision and you kind of just
It
let
was
that come together?
it was a strong collaboration.
Yeah.
He pretty much knew what he wanted and what style he wanted, and we kind of helped bring that vision to life. As you can see up here, we got our hydro seeds starting to come in, which is good news.
Yeah.
We got the start of our walls here. We got a tiered wall here, kind of accents off the front edge of the house.
Yeah.
Looks really sharp. 90-degree angles. Of
Yeah.
course, those have been big, and it actually looks very, very sharp with this style of barn dominium house.
Absolutely.
And I think the graphite looks great, accenting everything else here.
Yeah.
It's a great color match.
Yeah.
And Ryan, tell us about this cap too. For this cap, You know, where you said having like an A/B cap.
Yeah. So, and with the Tribute smooth walls, so the nice thing with, I'll get to the caps, but with the smooth walls, you got the freestanding corner. It's finished on all four sides.
Love that.
Great thing with that is same cost as a regular standard block that you build most of the wall with. But yeah, with the smooth walls, we wanted kind of the same options available that you could get with the rock face or the split face walls. But it's just nice to have something that you can build seat walls with the cap. Back to your point of 90-degree angles, it just all kind of works seamlessly and keeps that contemporary look that you get with the smooth block.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah.
Very easy to install as well.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially on those corners. Here we got our tiered, and we always bury a block, of course.
Sure.
We have drained tile behind all of our wall, and we do grid. As soon as it's over 2 feet, we do grid actually, which is actually above industry standard.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I saw in another video of yours, putting in the drains out in front of the wall. It's not just about the drains behind it. And I think that's
Exactly.
huge.
exactly.
Which just shows you guys know what you're doing.
And that's
The walls are there for aesthetic
Mhm.
purposes, but mostly to keep everything behind it there.
and that's
So,
key, especially when it's a county block.
Mhm.
If we're not installing it right, you don't want county to look bad either.
Yeah.
So that is up to us to kind of maintain that standard.
absolutely.
So we got to flow right into this walkout patio at the back.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
our
And kind of back to the versatility of the smooth block and especially these corner pieces, where you could have built the wall up and then had kind of standard pavers as the border there.
right.
So I don't see this that often, but it worked out really well where
Yeah.
it just looks like it's
It's
seamlessly flowing into the patio.
Right.
And again, with the reflection color, you kind of get little notes of that in
Right.
the blend with the majestic.
right.
And the other big thing that I really like about our product is, especially with the smooth block,
Mhm.
you can get all the same colors in
See.
pavers. So you can do all the same color. You can make it kind of what you're doing right here with the majestic and reflection.
Yep.
You can play around with it, but it feels like a seamless just project all together.
It's
And you can tell it's one product, and it just looks really nice.
It's so easy to sell that way.
Yeah.
Right. We don't have to overthink everything. Okay, what color we got to use here?
Yeah.
We know what style we got to use here. It's all seamless.
Yeah.
Right. Like you said, it's just like the reflection border.
Yep.
That's what it's acting as.
Well, and a huge thing with our product, I know some other manufacturers out there do certain things like this, but with specifically our pavers, it's also in our block, but with our face mix. So 90% of the paver, big aggregate, that's the strength of the paver, and then the
Right.
top part, this really smooth part with all the color,
Right.
is actually white cement. So it's a little more expensive, but
Right.
that's where you can see the colors kind of pop more than
Right.
other pavers might have some gray standard cement
Yeah.
mix in there.
With those through mixes.
Yep.
Yep.
So
And we noticed these last. Like
Yep.
I think some of the first patios I installed
Yeah.
5-6 years ago, the color's still amazing.
Yep.
And they've sealed it. They've taken care of it, of course.
Yeah.
But that's only part of it.
Yep.
At the end of the day, it's about the quality of the actual paver.
one, yeah, you can bring, if it's faded over the years, you can bring it back to life by cleaning and sealing it, which
Exactly.
I'm sure you guys offer as an option. But
Yep.
kind of back to the lasting color, and then these pavers will last forever as well because they're built a little thicker than the rest, at 70 millimeters versus 60.
Exactly.
And they each have their different install methods, but I think it all kind of comes together to build a really nice product.
Exactly. And we do that open graded base now. We do 3/4 clear with the granite chip.
Yeah.
Which is, I know, is becoming more and more common.
I think and maybe it adds a little bit of expense, but I'm sure your guys appreciate it because there's, at the end of the day, a little less effort,
Mhm.
especially when making everything flat.
Exactly.
You're not dealing with the sand, and if there are issues down the road and you have to pick up a paver and replace it, the sand underneath kind of gets a little, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true because contractors forget about that, right? Let's say you screed a lot of your bedding sand. Of course, sand's way cheaper than granite chip.
Mhm.
You screed a lot of it, then the neighbor's cat walks through your sand. You got to re-screed.
Yep.
Granite chip doesn't matter. You can
Yeah.
walk on it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Well, and I think that goes along with showing that you guys keep up with the kind of trends of the industry.
Right.
Open grade is becoming a pretty big thing for a good reason.
Mm-hmm.
And not that other methods are not the correct way, but
Right.
you like to keep up, and
Yeah.
if it makes sense for your business and for your homeowners.
That's what's nice. We like to install the highest quality product we can.
Yeah.
So we try to use the highest quality products and the highest quality installation methods. So
Yeah.
for new equipment, that will help our ease of our install methods. If it makes it higher quality, last longer, we will do it. Just like using the 3/4 clear.
Yep.
It's like you said, you don't have that sand, that fine mix, so it compacts a lot easier,
Sure.
right? So you pretty much throw it in. It's already at, I don't know what quite percent compaction, but it's already there.
Mhm.
You know, of course, you still compact. You still got to break it out a little bit, but
Yeah.
it makes the installation process a lot easier, which some contractors forget about. But we really value that. We
Absolutely.
save a lot of time, and like I said, we believe that the longevity of the product is longer than what it would be with a
Absolutely.
standard bedding sand, a standard class 5.
So tell me how this all came together,
Yeah.
design wise, and just
So
was it the same idea the whole time, or did it expand?
It was not. We had to change this a few times.
Okay.
Especially with the addition of this tiered wall.
Yep.
In front of the main wall here. We'll kind of walk over there later.
Sure.
Yeah, you can see where the walls meet right there.
Mhm.
We install it like this. And we're like, we think it's missing something, so we layered it. Right now, we feel like the depth of this area, which is really cool.
Mhm.
You got your sunken patio.
So this wasn't part of the plans right here?
Nope.
Okay.
It was
Kind
not.
of just all that up there, and then it was going to be the rest of the yard.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. Then we added on the sunken patio, this tiered wall here, mulch bed. Of course, this is kind of like the pride and joy of this product. We got our, once again, using this block. It's very versatile,
Extremely versatile.
right? And we still have a 3x3 square ring inside, which is nice.
Yeah.
But
But it ties it together. I mean, you got the
It does.
wall, and then it looks like a separate piece,
right,
but also you look at the rest, and you're like, oh,
right,
came together from same products.
Yeah.
And then you've got our passageway steps here
yep.
in the same color reflection. So
And it keeps everything synonymous,
Yeah.
right? Especially when you're looking at a final product of a landscape project. You don't want everything. Okay, this is from this manufacturer. This is from here. This is this color. This is that color. It all accents and it aligns.
absolutely.
That really makes our lives a lot easier, especially when it comes to the ordering process for our salespeople.
Yeah.
Kind of walk up here as well. We got an additional kind of walk down patio off of the screen porch here. Just some more area. Of course, we have a lot of living space here. Which we always try to say, like, hey, there's no such thing as not enough.
Yeah. Maybe some chairs, patio furniture up in the summer.
Yep. In the summer,
Yeah.
table out here. Here you've got a beautiful view.
Play some bags.
Place some bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of room here. And of course, we got our lighting along it too. So at night, this whole thing's lit up.
Yep.
Which we'll show in some of our pictures and videos later.
Sure.
But yeah, so once again, we love the majestic colorway. That's easily one of our top sellers.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys use all Grand Discover here for our
Exactly.
pavers, but the nice thing too, for anybody that isn't familiar with counting materials, is our pavers are dimensional. All the colors are seamlessly tied across, and so this is the Grand Discover. There's regular Discover 3-piece,
Yeah.
basically just a smaller version. Then we have the XLs, which are slabs. So
Yeah.
the cool thing is you can design with multiple lines of products. They all work together.
Right.
Which is fun for the designers in house. And
Super fun.
Yeah.
You can add a lot of depth to a project, right?
Yeah.
Especially using that Discover XL. We've used those as stepped units before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Across
It
the
looks-
connected spaces.
Yeah,
And it looks sharp because that color is the same.
really sharp.
Yep. Once again, we kind of have some more walls up here,
Mhm.
especially to hold up our large concrete driveway here in the backside of the barn dominium. Once again, lighting.
Yeah.
That kind of really illuminates the hardscape at night.
Yeah.
And of course, it's a living space. You
Yeah.
want it to be illuminated at night. You want it to feel warm and livable.
Well, and you're making a sizable investment already with landscape.
Yeah.
And I think that's the forgotten
It is.
child or whatever,
It
the
is.
stepchild. But
It's a great point.
realistically, it really kind of ups the ante when
Yeah.
you're looking at everything. Like if you took before.
We'll try to connect back. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that lighting really illuminates the hardscape in all of our living spaces, which is very important.
Yeah,
Right? It keeps the space warm, keeps it livable,
absolutely.
and it just feels right at night.
Well, yeah, and I think it gets forgotten a lot of times, or homeowners aren't wanting to maybe put that investment in
Yeah.
right away. But I think it's night and day difference when you show them like a before and after of a house. And not
100%.
that one doesn't look great, but it's kind of wild how much the lighting makes a difference in a
100%.
project.
That's a great point. I think that is a forgotten thing, especially when selling a landscape project, any project.
Yeah.
You can do lighting on a 10 by 10 patio.
Mhm.
It's smart to do some sort of lighting around that to illuminate the space.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cost effective too.
Yeah, absolutely.
As long as you take care of it, you have it on a smart controller.
Mhm.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
And I think that's definitely a forgotten upsell. Yeah, let's kind of walk around the side. I kind of want to show the front of that other wall over here.
Sure.
Yeah, we've done a lot of wall. You can see over here we didn't do a cap on these walls either.
Yeah,
So-
I really like the look of it.
It does. It looks sharp. It
Yeah.
looks clean. And I think that's
It doesn't look like anything's missing. And I think
No.
that's huge.
and that's
It's just meant to be.
that's the beauty of this block,
Yeah.
right? The versatility of it, especially when installing it, right?
Mhm.
Once again, here we got our swim spa. So you took up the cap, especially when you're flushing it up against a patio.
Yep.
With the cap, you do have that little bit of offset.
Yep.
So it's just a lot easier,
Yeah.
and it still looks clean. Even here, we have it. We really use it as a border all the way across.
Looks great.
Yeah.
So, walk me through, I guess, kind of a homeowner meets with you. Let's say this project here, from start to finish. What's that process look like for you guys? Is it they reach out, then what happens next?
Of course, they typically come through our website contact form. They reach out. We get a meeting scheduled with one of our salespeople. Ideally, if we see the lead, let's say we see the lead's new build home in Wisconsin.
Sure.
We're gonna send out one of our more experienced salesmen.
Yeah.
They'll come out, meet with the homeowner, get what they want, right? Get what
Sure.
their needs. What are they looking for? And you also kind of have to find out who they are and what they like. So we actually try to kind of find out and ask questions about what they like about their house, what they like in their spaces, what they enjoy. Do they enjoy art, certain things? We try to incorporate that to the space,
Well,
right?
it sounds like it's not just a transaction for you guys. It's a relationship,
Right.
which is really nice.
Especially there's a lot of emotion in these spaces, right? As you know, Ryan, these spaces are lived in.
Yeah.
There's memories spent on these spaces, right?
Mhm.
Or memories built, rather. And that's very important in that process.
Yeah.
So it cannot just be transactional.
No, it's an investment in the place that you live.
100%. And ideally, these spaces last for 30 plus years,
Mhm.
and they're enjoying it. And this is especially here, this is a generational home.
Yeah.
This is a generational build. So we want to ensure that what they wanted came exactly into fruition.
Yeah.
And that's key. So from there, if we kind of find what we want,
Yeah.
we'll get a design going, and we'll start doing drafts of design. Come back out, meet with them, show them drafts of the design. Then from there, let's say all looks good, then we'll estimate the project, come back with the estimate.
Mhm.
Then from there, do some small revisions, might change some things around.
Sure.
Of course, on a project like this, we include everything, all the options for them.
This one didn't happen overnight.
No, this one did not happen
Yeah.
overnight. I think it was at least a few week process.
Yeah.
And once there, then they sign, and then we start really ordering. Getting site locates, all the smaller things, logistics,
Sure.
timing, especially on a new build home.
Yeah.
Especially with other contractors here, with the concrete and everything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of coordination that goes into it, which is key, and we want to make that as smooth on the homeowner as possible.
Absolutely.
So, good communication. We have a lot of resources for them to use, especially aftercare.
Yeah.
I think that's not very common.
No.
Which I think more contractors should be doing.
Yeah.
You're
following up with them after that. It's not just here's a check and
exactly.
thanks for your business.
Exactly. We have like 20 pages of aftercare sheets on our website for our homeowners and past projects to reference to.
Yeah.
Well, we have warranty sheets, and we really try to make it a really, really cool experience for them as well. Right.
Well, I'm sure that you get a lot of business from your marketing from Google, but I imagine year after year you're getting more referrals, and that's the best kind of business. Is hey, you guys, my neighbor has a sweet patio, has a sweet entertainment area. Can you do that for me?
And that's what I noticed. So I do all of our marketing, run all of our paid ads and everything. And one of the biggest things it'll always be is just compounding of a good business.
Mm-hmm.
and you can't replace that.
Yeah.
Even if you're running all the ads, if you're not known to deliver a very good product
Sure.
or deliver a good experience for a homeowner,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean anything.
Sure.
Because they'll go to your website, you know, of course, if they're a smart homeowner, they'll ask others, like, hey, have you used these guys?
Yeah.
They'll look for reviews. And if you don't have a good reputation,
Yeah.
that compounding of that business is not going to work out.
No, you won't last.
No, you're not, especially in this
Word of
industry.
mouth gets around pretty quick in this industry.
It does, especially when, like, with projects like this.
Yeah.
It's very personal, as you said.
Yep.
It's very much relationship based.
Yeah.
Right. Like if I'm a homeowner and you guys did a good job at a $150,000 project.
Sure.
Of course, if one of my friends comes to me, of course I'm going to recommend that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and that's.
Do you see, so changing topic a little bit more so like on product wise or colors, do you see any trends? Because you're kind of day to day, you're the actual company that's taking our product, using it.
100%.
What trends do you see going away? Some that are coming in, some that are here to stay for a while. The things that you'd like as a business product wise that aren't offered yet.
One thing I'll start with.
That's
what
a
I'm
big
seeing.
question. So
That's a big question. One thing is what I'm seeing is our indoor to outdoor transition.
Okay.
Especially with stuff like a four-season porch.
Yeah.
It's that transition from indoor to outdoor.
Mhm.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of, it's almost like pavers inside,
Sure.
inside like a four-season porch.
Yeah.
And I think we want more of that flow. I think that's going to be a lot more common.
Yeah.
Gardening.
Yeah.
I think a lot of your guys' product is easy to build garden beds with.
Yeah.
And
raised beds, you can
Raised
almost
beds.
kind of take a bonfire
like that.
thing right there. You could put a garden in there if you really wanted
Exactly.
to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's going to be key. A lot of people are working from home.
Sure.
So gardening is a great hobby to have.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a lot more of that.
Mhm.
And I'm excited for that as well.
Yeah.
Especially with, just the process, the building of those things, and
Sure.
being able to use these products for that is super exciting.
Yeah.
So definitely those two things. So your indoor to outdoor transition. So you have two living spaces.
Yeah.
Especially in our state when we try to maximize
Yeah.
the outdoors in the summer when we have it.
Yeah.
Then for sure the gardening.
Okay.
I think that'll be big. One thing I think that's going away, I think we're going to start seeing more earth tones.
Sure.
Even like browns and
Yeah.
slight greens. And a lot more curvature, right? Because I think we went very, very modern.
Mhm.
But now I think people kind of want to go back to almost more artistic, a lot
Yeah.
more like well thought out, a
Yeah.
little different.
Or maybe it's not going away, but you're saying like the variety of
The variety.
yeah.
The variety of the sales. Because
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the sales were just like, black, right?
Yeah.
9-degree corners. But we're going to see more of that diversity
Yeah.
in the outdoor spaces, especially when it comes to hardscapes.
Yeah.
So a lot more curvature, a lot more, I think more, we're going to see more earth tones.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty consistent from what I've heard. And probably the biggest thing is more browns in
Yes.
terms of product wise. Like
Yes.
we do have some offerings, same with other manufacturers, but it's funny how things kind of cycle through, and you got the charcoals, the blacks, the whites, and whatever mixes, and now it's I think in the next year or two it's going to be the browns and
Exactly.
the tans, things like that.
I think everything is cyclical.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at building,
Mhm.
even architecture.
Mhm.
And I believe the grays, the blacks, that's never going to go away just
Yeah.
because it accents so easy.
Yeah.
Right? Even if you have a greenhouse, you have this, it accents just fine.
Yeah.
Which is nice. I think definitely going to see more of that.
Mhm.
For product lines, I've really been seeing and liking that it's almost like a wood print side of
Oh, sure.
like a fake timber.
Yep.
I think that'll be more common.
Sure.
I think we're going to see more of that, especially when you're doing those garden planters and stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, concrete's some more.
Something to make something pop, a little more texture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Texture in that regard.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see more of that. Other than that, I think that's really about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all exciting stuff.
It is
right?
really exciting.
It gives people more options.
Yeah.
And you can really tailor it towards what you want.
Absolutely.
I think that's key, especially with the product that you guys offer. You guys have a lot of options.
Yeah.
You can really tailor it towards.
Well, and
anybody.
to that point, I think I know you guys have smaller projects, you have big projects like
Yep.
this, everything in between, and you can look at our catalog, you can look at the pavers. This could be a small little patio
Right.
right outside your door. or it can be something grand, and it could be by a pool, and it all looks like it's meant to be.
Yep.
So I think that's really cool.
And that's key. And a lot of people, especially in this industry, Ryan, I think when people want something done in their landscape, a lot of people, they just don't know. They're just very ignorant. So you almost have to teach the customer, like, hey, like this is an option.
Yeah.
Instead of putting a concrete sidewalk, you can do a paver sidewalk that's going to last longer.
Yeah.
You know, and you can do a paver sidewalk that is salt resistant.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
And there's these things that people just don't know. So it's very, very important to educate your customer, especially at those initial sales meetings.
And I think that's education.
Yes.
Sometimes is lacking, and it's
100%.
not to say anybody does their business in a poor way, but I think it is. It's you don't know what you don't know, and it's kind of eye opening once you find out there's a lot more you can do with the space that's right outside your door.
Yep. And we believe, like, if you're not innovating, if you're not learning, if you're not growing, somebody else is.
Yeah.
Right, and they're gonna get that project that you wanted.
Yeah.
That would be that look really cool on your social medias, and we don't want that, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why county guys have a lot of great resources, a lot of great educational resources.
Yeah.
Even on your website too, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Ease of access.
That's even evolving data. Yeah. That's been a huge resource for us, and then. Like our catalog, putting that in front of somebody, they can see the inspiration, project to project, and what all comes together, and they can point to something and say, that's exactly what I want, or, hey, I like these two things, can you do that?
Right.
And you're like, yeah, of course.
And even like a relationship like this, or with your local salesperson,
yeah,
you know a lot of things that we don't.
Yeah.
You know a lot of things that county's doing and that are coming out that we don't yet. Right?
Yeah.
So that's a big part of it, is that side of the education as well.
Yeah. One, I appreciate our relationship in this business, because I don't know about you, but I feel like it's not really salesperson to business. I feel like I'm more of a support member, an advisor, and you're doing what you're going to do at the end of the day. But I just want to be there in case anything happens, or if you're just like, hey, can we do this?
Right.
I think that's really nice.
And that happens a lot, right? There's certain things that can't be answered about a product that one of our actual suppliers might not know, right?
Sure.
That's why it's a great resource for us to have.
Yeah.
Even educating homeowners too.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it as well.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll take a walk here, kind of show these walls again.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're very happy with how it turned out. Homeowners very happy.
It's it came together really nice.
Yeah.
Especially from where it started, and it's always hard to see the vision when it's just dirt.
Right.
But now it's finished, and it just looks like it's meant to be.
Right. Especially with the grade changes and everything.
Yeah. So kudos to you guys.
Yeah. We'll show them the kind of what he's walking up over here, which is kind of cool. We even have this little layered wall in here with the bed.
Yeah.
And it all kind of came together super nice. I think I just like the elevation changes and stuff.
It looks great.
Yeah. It doesn't look as just like,
Well, and I like the rock. I like that it's not this jungle of kind of a bunch of different things. It's keeping it simple, but and they'll grow over time. But it kind of brings your focus more on the rest of the house and what you guys built.
100%.
And it just is complementary, the rest of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially with the plants we chose and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the beauty thing. The one thing that shows during the winter is, a lot of your walls.
Yeah.
Especially if you're using your living spaces, you're also showing those off.
Yeah.
That's what you see in the winter, right? Mm-hmm. Especially if you don't have any evergreens or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's very important to pick the right color.
Absolutely.
The right texture, the right product. And I think that's one thing that people kind of forget about.
100%.
That's kind of the beauty of the landscape, though.
Yeah.
The outdoors it's always going to be there. Right?
Yeah.
It's always going to be changing, and of course, stuff always needs to be rebuilt as well.
Yeah.
Especially in our state.
One, I imagine, you guys have kind of big dreams, and those dreams have already, from when I met you, are already kind of happening, and you're growing, and you feel like just keep going from here, and
yeah, that's the plan, is just keep on growing. Like you said, we kind of really do any size project. Of course, we have some small minimums.
Yeah.
But yeah, just keep on growing, keep on serving more people.
Yeah.
Showing that what we do best, delivering the best product we can.
Yeah.
To as many people as possible.
Yeah.
And we firmly believe in that.
Yeah.
Of course, you have some contractors that only stick to high end. You have like 100,000 plus.
Yeah.
You have some contractors only stick to 25,000 and below.
Yeah.
We try to do and serve as many people as we can.
Yeah. I think that's great.
Yep. If we can make it work, we will make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me out.
Of course.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah. Really good to talk with you and just see what happened with the
Yeah,
project.
right?
Yeah.
All right, it's been a few months now.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we appreciate it. Appreciate all the resources and, of course, delivering a great product, which makes our lives
Absolutely.
a million times easier.
Yeah. Well, on to the next one, right?
Yeah, exactly. On to the next, for
Yeah.
sure.
Cool.
Sweet.